All right, y'all. So we live right now. This is our first live ever. This is the first time we ever went this public on this channel. So join me, y'all. Join me as the event has started, and we are just waiting for a couple of people to log in, join the conversation. This is gonna be a discussion on the event today, Canelo versus Ryder. We're gonna discuss how to purchase it, information, discussion, prediction, what y'all think about it. Like I said, let your people know, friends, people that's here on YouTube, join the live. This is the first live ever. So support the channel, man. I know I got a lot of y'all subscribers, man, that have always wanted me to do a discussion like this live and touch on certain topics within the sport of boxing. So this is the first time ever, y'all. So let's do this, man. Let's do this. Canelo versus Ryder, man. I'm just gonna give it a few minutes. Probably give it like another minute. Yo, saludos, Jose Díaz, saludos. Toda la gente de Miami, Florida, saludos. Vamos a informar sobre la pelea de Canelo. Vamos a también dar predicciones. That's for everybody in Spanish. But we're gonna do this in English. If you want to do it, I do it in Spanish. Yesterday I did it in Spanish, but it was on my group Canelo team. So it's on Facebook. So if you want to hear this in Spanish, you go on the Canelo team Facebook. It was my first live was yesterday on there, but it was in Spanish. This is gonna be my first live today here. In English on YouTube. And yes, Jose Diaz, yes, we rolling with Canelo by KO. So we have seen the media workouts. Let's not BS around this. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. Canelo does look slow. He does look slow. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But I kind of felt maybe he was trying to loosen up a little bit on the pads, on the workout with Eddie Reynoso. So I mean, let's see, man. Let's see. But yeah, I do feel that Canelo is gonna KO him. I don't see Ryder. I don't see Ryder putting up the same challenge as others. I mean, he might. I don't know. I mean, it's boxing. You know what I'm gonna say? John Ryder is the first opponent that Canelo faces. That's like pretty much like his size, sort of. At 168, that's like the first opponent that's like his size, kind of, I could say. You know what I'm talking about? Because other than that, we've seen Canelo face very big dudes, dudes that count with certain attributes that others don't. You feel me? And John Ryder is a more compact fighter, solid. You saw them at the weigh-in yesterday. John Ryder weighed in at around 168 pounds even, pretty much. Canelo was around 167, 166, around there. But it's gonna be a solid fight. It's gonna be a solid fight, y'all. So I already seen a couple people live, man. Join. Let's talk about this real quick. I know the party already started. The event is on there live right now on the zone. So here comes the information part now. So just to let y'all know, in case y'all just tuning in, or if y'all see this a little later or whatnot, the event has started. As you can see, I'm on my DAZN app right now. I've already purchased the event. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna really let it play like that, but yeah. So there's a fight right now, as you can see. I'm gonna cut that out ASAP, but yeah, as you can see, it's purchased, y'all. Purchased. So I'm living on the East Coast, so it's 8 o'clock right here right now. And pretty much the event is live. It started at 7 o'clock. For those that don't know, it only costs $54.99. That's if you're subscribed to the zone. Here it is right there. I took a screenshot earlier of when I bought it. So $54.99. I've made the post right there. So we live. We're gonna get into the discussion of this. So All right, so we got a couple people back on here. All right, so I'm just gonna start it off now. I'm gonna kick it off like this, right? Pretty much this pay-per-view started at 7 o'clock. It's already 8 o'clock. I'm on the East Coast, Eastern time. If you're in Mexico, I believe it was 5 o'clock that it started. That would include if you're in Texas. You know, it's Central time. So you know, the pay-per-view only costs $55 if you have the DAZN subscription. I'm not sure how much it costs if you don't have it, but you know, it might be a little more money, you know what I'm talking about, because DAZN has been a little, you know, funny with it lately. This might actually be my last pay-per-view with DAZN. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna renew the subscription. I'm up for renewal like in July, but they're asking for a lot of money, y'all, you know. And I don't know if y'all know, but I've always been for like free boxing for all, y'all. So it might be my last pay-per-view, man, honestly, y'all. I mean, we already went back. I'm a Mexican, so you know, everybody that's following me, you know, I'm Mexican, proud to represent it. And check this out, y'all. I mean, we've been through 3 back-to-back pay-per-views. David Benavidez, Ryan Garcia, and now Canelo. You know, damn, you know, that's a lot of money, man. It adds up. Not that we really care, we don't really mind, you know, as Mexican folks, you know, we support, bro, you know, we support. So I mean, it could be $200 if it's a fighter that we fuck with, you know. We definitely gonna purchase the event. But lately it's been getting I don't know, it's been getting crazy. Yeah, Benavidez is a beast, man. Benavidez, whew. David Benavidez, man. Yo, Jose Diaz, man, shout out to you, man. Thank you for being involved and interacting with me, man. You know, yo, same with everybody else that's on here, man. You know, write a comment, man. Questions, I'll answer it real quick. The Canelo event has started. Right. I'm okay. Yeah, facts, yo, facts. You know, and believe it or not, Jose, that fight between Morrell and David Benavidez, that's a big fight. That's a big fight, man. And yo, PBC is gonna really have a lot of folks on the edge of their seat for that one. That's a real fight, man. That's a very real fight. That's one of the best fights in boxing. David Morrell and David Benavidez. When it happens, that's gonna be a monster of an event. It's gonna be crazy. Well, it should be, but it won't. We already know that, you know, unfortunately. Like, yeah, absolutely, man. Likewise, man. I'm not choosing a side either, man. I like David Benavidez. That's my guy. But that Morrell fight, let me tell you something. What he did to his opponent, that what's his face? That Kazakh dude, what he did to that guy was not a can. That was not a can. That wasn't a union laborer. You know, it wasn't a cab driver. That was a real opponent. You know, and damn, brutalized him, bro. Brutalized him. I haven't seen somebody get beat like that in a long time, y'all. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, man, when it does happen. But check this out, y'all. So this is the information part. Like I said, $55 if you have the DAZN subscription. If you don't, it's probably gonna be a little bit more, because they're gonna make you actually subscribe to the DAZN for $20. They're gonna make you purchase that month, which is $20, plus make you buy the pay-per-view. How much they charge you for the pay-per-view, that I'm not sure. If you live in Mexico, si viven en México, eso va a costar gratis, no va a costar nada, al menos que estén suscritos con ESPN Knockout, que allá viene con las cadenas de televisión premium. But other than that, man, you know, it's gonna be free in Mexico. I believe it's gonna be free in the UK. It's gonna be free in the UK. So yo, purchase the event, man. It's already on there. My prediction was just like Jose's, man. I feel that Canelo is gonna KO John Ryder. It might, you know what? He got to put on a spectacle, definitely, because it's his first time in Mexico. So it's his first time in Mexico. So you know, he's definitely got to put on a spectacle, man. You know, because there's been a lot of heavy criticism, especially from like his Mexican fans. You know, because here's the thing, right? It's always going to be criticism with Canelo, because the Mexican fans, they're very conservative. You feel me? Very, very conservative. The ones, like the actual Mexican fan base, very conservative. They don't let legends die. You get it? You know, if you know what I'm talking, and if you know what I'm trying to say, then you understand me. But they don't let legends die. You know, so this is why he faces a lot of heavy criticism from the Mexican fans, because Canelo is the current face of boxing. You feel me? He's the current face of boxing. And because of that, a lot of Mexican fans can't accept that. You know, it's like they live in the past. You know, so you can't take that away from them. You know, you can't take away fighters like Marquez. You can't take away fighters like Barrera, Chavez, you know, even Salvador Sanchez. You know, a lot of them are still living in that time. You know, so you can't take that away from them, man. And I don't blame them, because those were hell of a fighters, man. Those were some fighters, man. Those were some of the greats. You know, Finito Lopez, etc. Some of the best fighters. So therefore, you know, it's hard for them to let that go and accept that there's a new face. But like I told a lot of people, Saul Canelo Alvarez could retire from boxing today, because he could lose. He could lose tonight. And if he retires from boxing tonight, he will retire as the greatest Mexican fighter who ever lived. And that's just facts. That's just facts, man. We're not going to give you the BS. We're not going to beat around the bush. It's facts, y'all. You know, he can retire the greatest Mexican fighter ever, y'all. You know, because first one to ever become undisputed. First one to... first Hispanic to become undisputed. You know, first Mexican to become undisputed at super middleweight. You feel me? We already had a super middleweight champion, you know, as you guys may know, Zurdo Ramirez. But, you know, his career didn't quite take off the way it was supposed to. You know, Top Rank had a lot to do with that as well. You know, Top Rank kind of Andy Reid's them. You feel me? And to a certain extent, they kind of Oscar Valdez them as well, you know, because those were the three fighters that they had, you know, and it just didn't go so well for them marketing-wise. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, a lot of people forget that. That's why I said what I said. You know, Canelo could lose tonight, man, because he has over 64 fights, I think, right? That's a lot of fights, man. A lot of wear and tear, man. And he's been boxing since he was like what, 15 years old, 14 years old. He was a pro at 15, because that's when you could go pro at 15 in Mexico. That's a lot of wear and tear, y'all. You know, if I was Canelo, man, I'd also want a break as well. You know, I mean, his trajectory right now to conquer the super middleweight division, to become undisputed, that wasn't easy at all, y'all. That was not easy at all. I mean, like, yo, he did it in what, a year and a half? A year and a half? Come on, man. And then his hand broke with Triple G. It didn't happen with Bivol. It didn't happen with Bivol. It happened with Triple G after. So, I mean, he was probably already going through that during the conquest of the 168 division, you know, and here he goes into the fight with probably one of the best light heavyweights that we will ever see, and then he faces Triple G again, who no one has ever knocked out. You know, damn, bro, that's crazy. I'm telling y'all, man, Canelo could retire tonight, and he will go down as one of the greatest Mexican fighters in history. It's just simple facts, y'all. Simple facts, y'all, you know, and I'm getting thirsty talking all this shit, but so I ain't gonna take too much of y'all time, you know. Like I said, the event has took off. Canelo, the ring walk is gonna be, for those that want to know, it's gonna be like around 11 East Coast time. It's gonna be around 11. So if you in Mexico, it's gonna be like around 9:30ish. So Central time, you know, Texas as well, you know. If you're on the West Coast, you know, what is it? You guys are 3 hours, right? Yeah, it's a 3-hour difference. So you guys are going to be even earlier in the night. You know, we're later, you guys are earlier. So it's going to be like around, what is it? What is that? 9 o'clock, right? No, 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. That's early. Yeah, absolutely, man. If Canelo retires tonight, he's set. He's straight. I mean, look, you guys, you know, since the fight is in Mexico, the media coverage has not been as big here in America. But y'all have to understand something right now. In Mexico, where the fight is taking place at tonight, right now, it's in Zapopan, which is right next to Guadalajara. Right next door. It's in the Estadio Akron. That stadium is home of the Chivas national soccer team. And it's an event. Canelo versus Ryder is not a fight. Let's get that straight. It's an event. It's an event, y'all. Seriously. It's taking place on one of the best-selling boxing dates, which is Cinco de Mayo weekend. All right? And they're celebrating that. Plus, it's the 200 years of sovereignty for the state of Jalisco. Guadalajara and Zapopan both belong to the state of Jalisco. So, and then on top of that, you have Canelo versus Ryder for the undisputed crown. Yo, it's an event, man. It's an event. You know, everything else is a fight. You know, Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, that was a fight. That was a fight. It was a real good fight. You know, we saw the outcome and all of that. But, man, Canelo versus Ryder is an event. Absolutely. Yeah, man, absolutely. Like, you know, like, you see me right here, Jose. Like, look, you know, you see this? I'm supporting Canelo, baby. You know, I'm supporting Canelo. You know, if you know, you know. It's going to be a lot of Atlas fans, a lot of Club Atlas fans in Estadio Akron in Jalisco. And let me tell you something, man. We bringing that black and red, y'all. You know, we support Canelo, man. We straight up, man. We have to. You know, you can't be ignorant to the fact that you have to support Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to just retire the greatest fighter ever. You know, one thing I want to discuss. See, we're getting into the discussion part. You know, I keep trying to hit the topics, you know, when we start, but here's the discussion part. Recently, you know, there was a Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight, right? All right. You know, the event did well. Absolutely. I don't knock them for that. 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. Excellent. I don't knock them. That's amazing. Get your money. But they're not even going to get that much of that actual pay-per-view sales. They're not going to get that much out of that. I think they only got, what was it, like, Tank got, you know, Gervonta Davis, he got 5 million. Ryan got paid 2.5, and they're only going to get a percentage out of the pay-per-view buys. So they didn't even get, you know, paid that much to begin with. Canelo, you know, he gets paid a lot of money, man. He makes around, like, what, $30 million each fight. That's real money, y'all. You know, that's very real money. Real boxing money. You know what I'm talking about? So, like I said, the discussion part. There was something that took place after the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis pay-per-view. And this is kind of what inspired me to actually do a live. Because I've noticed a lot of boxing channels spreading a bunch of, like, one-sided BS. You feel me? They kind of side with a certain group of people. That's where the focus is at. They kind of don't give a damn about anyone else. And this is kind of what inspired me to actually speak up, go live, you know, and this is why I said, you know, it's time. So the part there that when the fight was over, they called Gervonta Davis the face of boxing. I mean, y'all, the face of boxing, that's a very big word. That's a very big word, man. Absolutely. Let me see what Jose is saying. Yeah, Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra. He got a deal with Canelo got a deal with Michelob Ultra. He's doing those commercials. I personally don't drink that beer, so I don't know what it even tastes like. But he's getting paid by them. Yaoka. That's another one. It's an energy drink. And he got that VMC, which is like a cocktail drink. You know, so Canelo is a freaking is a corporation, y'all. You know, he's a corp. I'm gonna turn on this car light right here, yeah, because you know it kind of got dark out. But yeah, y'all. So you know, when you talk about face of boxing, see those things that we're saying right now, you know, 30 million plus the money that you're making on the side, that's face of boxing shit right there. You know what I'm talking about? That's face of boxing. You know, Gervonta Davis beating Ryan Garcia, that was Gervonta Davis, a 3-division champion. Beating a kid that was in 3 divisions and never even got a belt. You know, Ryan Garcia has a lot of popularity, has a lot of market power, as we saw, you know, 1.2 million buys. But he never won a world title. And after Gervonta Davis knocked this dude out, this kid out, you know, he became the face of boxing, according to who? He cracked the top 10, according to who? You know, I mean, It's a lot of BS, man. You know, a lot of false idolization and all of that going around in boxing. A lot of media outlets, you know, they just keep it one-sided. They never like to involve other parties. They never like to speak about other fighters. They just want to they just want to keep the spectrum one-sided. You feel me? And it doesn't work that way, because this is why I call my channel Internacional Boxing. You know, one, because Internacional in Spanish, boxing in English. Why? Because let's be honest, you know, the boxing market primarily revolves around, you know, Spanish and English speaking, you know, countries. Honestly, you know, some of the best fighters have either spoke Spanish or English. You feel me? So that's why I did that. And then the reason why I picked the word Internacional, which is in English international boxing, you know, international being that worldwide. So I follow fights, man, worldwide, globally, any event taking place anywhere in the world, you know, I'm following it. You know, today there was an event out there in the UK. You know, some of y'all may not have known about that. You feel me? But, you know, a lot of boxing media outlets here, especially here in America, you know, they don't cover those events. They could care less. You know, they just care about, I'm gonna use a prime example. They only care about like PBC fights. That's it. It's all about PBC. You know, it's not about anything else. Something could be going down on the Zone. Something could be going down on another channel, and they only cover PBC. You know what I'm talking about? The KO of the year will be on Golden Boy, and these media outlets will cover whatever happened on PBC. You know, that's it. That's it. PBC Showtime. That's it. You know, and boxing is more to it, man. It's more to it, because what we try to do here, especially on this channel, this is why I posted fights from all over the world. We try to educate, you know, because like that, you know, people get to know other fighters from any other part of the world, you know, because boxing is a big sport. It's an international sport. It's like Formula One, you know, it's like soccer, you know, it's an international sport, y'all. You feel me? So this is what we try to do, man. That's why I did this channel. You know, it got taken down once, and then I started it back up. This is it right here. This is our first live ever from the old channel to the new channel. You know, thank y'all for subscribing, for the people that continue to subscribe. If you're new around here, if you're seeing this live now, you know, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for the likes, you know what I'm talking about, to the people that have been on here live, the people asking questions, interacting. Shout out to you, Jose Diaz. I really appreciate that. The people out there, Miami, Florida, Cuba, what's up? Dímelo hacer. You know, yo, we got to interact with the people, man. We got to, you know, spit facts, let people know when BS is BS. Tonight is an event. Tonight is not a fight. It's an event. Mexico is packed right now. That area right now, the arena, everything around it is packed. It's an event, y'all. That's when you know you're the face of boxing. It's no bullshit. There's no need to call it out, to self-proclaim yourself. You feel me? It's a fucking event, y'all. You know, like when you watch the World Cup. The World Cup just took place not too long ago, right? What was it, like last year? Like around the wintertime, October, November, whatever the fuck. That's an event. You know what I'm talking about? Whenever they have those big soccer events in the UK as well, those are events. Canelo versus Ryder is an event, y'all. You know, it don't get more serious than that, man. This is an event. This is not a fight. This is an event, man. I can't stop stressing that enough, man. You feel me? So, you know, give credit where it's due. You know, like I said, there's a little more information for y'all. Like I said at the beginning, $55. If you got the money, go ahead and purchase it. I know a lot of Mexican people will be doing that. If not, do what you got to do. I'm all for free boxing. So believe me, the only reason why I can't post that many fights anymore, a lot of y'all people been wanting to know, only reason why I don't post that many fights anymore, man, is because it's kind of gotten tough out here. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the same way that we've been able to, you know, technology, the same way it granted us the power to share stuff with the world, you know, like me with my boxing channel, posting up fights from all over the world, yada yada. The same way now technology has kind of restricted us, you know. So the same thing that gave me that opportunity is kind of like messing with me now, you know. It got me in handcuffs, because that's kind of like the reason why the first channel got taken down, you know. I mean, it is what it is, y'all. You know, they blacklist the channel. They start doing copyright claims. They don't care, man, because I don't blame them. You know, they got to make their money, and we try to get the popularity as well. So, you know, but so from now on, this is kind of the direction that I want to take the channel. I'm going to start doing lives, boxing discussion, state of boxing. I try to be as brief as possible today to not bore y'all or BS y'all, you know, or ruin y'all night, because the Canelo fight has started. The Canelo event has started. But this is the direction the channel is going to be going. So if you guys like this live, if you want to, you know, sit up for a little bit and watch me talk a little shit, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, more power to y'all, and thank y'all. I appreciate that. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, International Boxing, International Boxing. Para la gente que quiere escucharme hablar en español, yo los voy a hacer esos en vivos en mi grupo de Facebook. Se llama Canelo Team. Entonces, los que quieran escuchar esto en español, únanse ahí al grupo. So, yo, absolutely, man. Yo, thank you so much, Jose. Yo, I really appreciate you, Jose, for real, man. Shout out to you, man. People in Miami, Florida. Shout out to Cuba. Yeah, man. So this is the direction that the channel is gonna be going. You know, today I was quick with it, so you know, I got in my car for a little bit, you know, but I'm definitely here to let y'all know, man. I purchased the event. I'm gonna be watching the event. The Bolotniks versus what's his face? The Nail. His nickname was the Nail, the Ukrainian kid. That just happened. I don't know who won. I'm not gonna spoil that for y'all. One more thing, man. When you purchase a pay-per-view on the Zone, the beauty of it is that you're able to replay. You know what I'm talking about? You're able to replay. So this is why I'm not gonna be watching the fight until like 11-ish, because I'm just gonna be doing some other stuff. I'll be watching it at 11, and then I'll be catching up with the rest of the fights. You're able to get a replay. Whereas with Showtime, I'm gonna tell y'all something. With Showtime, I bought the David Benavidez and Plant, and I was not able to replay. You know, it was whatever event, whatever fight was taking place at that moment, that was it. It was live. So with the Zone, you don't get that. So Tank versus Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, I bought the pay-per-view not on Showtime. I bought it on the Zone, and I was able to replay. So you know, if you buy through the Zone, if you purchase a pay-per-view, you're able to replay it. I don't know if it's gonna be like over 24 hours, but definitely it's gonna be like during that same night. So shout out to everybody. Once again, shout out to Jose Diaz, yo. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Love and support, my brother. So like I said, y'all, this is the direction that the channel is going to be taking. If you like this live, you know, it's my first one, so I'm a little rusty with it. You know, I got a bunch of other stuff to do before I watch the fight. I don't want to miss Canelo. I want to watch that live. So I was kind of quick with it. You know, I probably missed a couple topics, but absolutely. For the people who love, you know, Mexican music, regional mexicano, I believe it's gonna be Tu DN that's gonna have this kid, this artist, Mexican artist that's popping right now, Peso Pluma. He's gonna be on there talking shit. So definitely tune in. It's gonna be like around probably like another 30 minutes. It's 8:30 now. At 9 o'clock, he's supposed to be commentating. Very important, man. I almost missed it out too. For the people that want to know. Supposedly that same kid, Peso Pluma, is going to be walking Canelo out to the ring. I'm not sure how true that is. It turned out to be a heavy rumor, because it was kind of true that he was going to sing the Mexican national anthem, but it didn't happen. It didn't quite happen. It turns out that the one who's going to sing the Mexican national anthem will be Beto Vega, which is a good friend of Canelo's. He actually composed a track for Canelo, because as we all know, just a little bit of education, corridos are like rap music, you know what I'm talking about, in Mexico. But what it really is folk music. They tell of a tale, you know, of a brave man, yada yada, who did this, who did that, you feel me? So definitely, man, that's what's going down. For the people that wanted to know, Beto Vega will be singing the Mexican national anthem. Peso Pluma will possibly walk out Canelo. That's just, you know, for all the people that's into that stuff. Another good fight to watch out for, y'all. The kid that Steve Spark, he's gonna be fighting Goyas Valenzuela. It's gonna be a very good fight, man. So tune into that one. It might be a very good fight. It's a lot of good fights. Ray Martinez is gonna be on there as well, man. Tune in, y'all. But like I said, man, this is the first live ever. It's kind of like my first it's like a rough draft, you know. If you liked it, you know, show support. I'll definitely be a lot more professional with it next time. You already know, si hablan español, vayan y únanse ahí al grupo Canelo Team en Facebook. Ese es mi grupo. Yo los estaré haciendo en vivos en español ahí. But that's it, y'all. So I'm gonna end this live. I don't even know how to end this right now. But definitely, man, thank y'all for tuning in. And peace out, y'all. You know,